Carbines in Phantom Forces is a large case due to the sheer amount of them. Some are only used by new players, some are a tryhard's wet dream, and others are often forgotten. So strap yourselves in, folks, because this is going to be a long one. Although, before we begin, I gotta give the obligatory disclaimer. These stereotypes do not apply to everyone. They have reasons for existing, but there are always exceptions. So, for example, if I say the HK416 is exclusively used by tryhards, that doesn't mean that you necessarily are one. It just means that that's what people automatically assume about you when they see you using the HK416. Understand? Are we good? Okay, good. Now with that out of the way, then let's get started. Now the M4A1 is a really solid gun overall, but because it's a starter gun, the majority of the user base is going to be in completely new players. But there are people out there who are still experienced and still use this. These people are actually really scary to fight against because they have really good movement, which makes it hard to even land a single shot on them, and their aim is usually pretty good. This person is using the .300 conversion and mains this gun. I mean, sure, there are going to be a few low ranks using it here and there, but the majority of G36 users are tryhards who main this gun and are probably going for the CEO title. Now, people who actively use the M4 are actually really terrifying. They're very similar to M16A4 users because nobody suspects much of them before they slowly start destroying everybody and starts the top score every single game. So if you see an experienced M4 player who's not on your team, start running. Now the L22 surprisingly has a tryhardy kind of side to it. Like, I've seen quite a few experienced players using this. Anyways, this guy most likely pre-bought hollow point on his L22 and can be infuriatingly frustrating to kill sometimes. He probably also uses the L85A2 and L86, but is also extremely defensive about using them.
Yes!
The AKU-12 has two niche groups. First, you have the newish player. These people use it because they don't have the honey badger yet, and they think the AKU-12 is the closest alternative because it's also a carbine with an RPM of 800 that can 3-hit kill. But most will switch it out due to its poor range capabilities and will likely swap it out for the AS-Val once they discover it has an extended bag attachment. The other group consists of people who wanted a PDW that was also an AK variant, and they settled on this because it had the fastest RPM out of all of them. However, most of these players are dropping the AKU-12 now that the Crankov PDW is a thing, and the only ones that will remain from this group are those who have yet to unlock the Crankov and are therefore forced to settle with the AKU-12 instead. People who use the Groza 1 I like to call mid-rank tryhards. They don't quite have the HK416 yet, and when asked about it, probably say that they are indeed saving up for it. Although despite sweating profusely, that they usually don't even get top 5 on the leaderboard.
The honey badger is overrated.
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 The honey badger is
The honey badger
overrated.
is overrated.
The honey badger is
The honey
overrated.
badger is overrated.
The honey badger is overrated.
The honey badger is overrated.
The honey badger is overrated.
Okay, we get it. The honey badger is overused. Yeah, you're right, but you don't have to tell me that every 2 seconds. Like, Jesus, can I go one fucking game without being told how overused the honey badger is? Like, holy shit! Come on! You don't have to tell me, man. I know. Fuck this. Sorry, guys, I had to take a minute after that one. Oh dear, what gun are we covering? Oh right, the K1A. Yeah, this person's just tryharding. Yeah, there's not more to it, really. Like, he probably uses this, like, every game and probably also has, like, a stupid amount of kills on it. This person uses the Vic here suppressor and will argue day and night that the SR3M is better than the ASVAL. He's definitely tryharding, but one thing to note, do not teabag this guy, because if you do, he will relentlessly target you until you leave the server. This person is pretty chill and laid back. They don't take the game seriously at all and really just play for fun. Like, honestly, just awesome dudes to just play the game casually with. This guy's most likely doing oil filter and silent ammo for the quietest gun in the game meme. He probably sneaks around and plays Phantom Forces kind of stealthy. They aren't too big of a threat, but they might get a few stealth kills on you here and there. These people are either corny or Oscar stans. If they are using the drum mag conversion, you can bet that they watched either of the two's video about it. But if they are using the normal ammo, good luck. Those players tend to be living gods. So there are two types of people who use this. Those who just unlocked it, and those who realize that it fucking sucks! Alright, that's not entirely true. It could actually be a semi-decent sniper, although to do that, it requires quite the investment in credits. So if you see somebody sniping with this, then just know that they also question their financial decisions every night. Yeah, pretty much nobody uses this. No, seriously, this gun has pretty much no purpose. There are so many better options out there, and this gun just doesn't have any special niche whatsoever. So if you somehow see somebody using this, then they're either a clueless person who just unlocked it, or the one person who swears by his life that this gun is viable. This person uses the .410 bore ammo and most likely also the Judge revolver. This guy calls himself the Shotgun Master. He lives by shotguns and has never used any other weapon class in the game. Oh, and he gets vote kicked. A lot. Why would you even use this? It's just so bad. Like, why would you? Alright, guys, I'm gonna be honest here. Literally nobody uses this. Like, seriously, no one. I don't even know why I'm covering this gun. Let's just move on to the next one, okay? This person is tryharding but also a god at the same time. Although he probably actively uses a server browser, so you'll only ever see this guy on close range maps. This guy has one goal in life, and it's to ruin the fun for everyone. LMGs are held back by their slow movement, so when you take that limitation away, you get this guy. So basically, when he joins a server, it kinda looks like this.
I have to ruin the fun for everyone.
Well, that's it for this time. Quick reminder that once the series is finished, the OG episodes will be unlisted, so make sure to archive the links while you can. Also, if you have a stereotype suggestion, then you can join my Discord server, as I have a special chat there where you can suggest your own stereotypes for upcoming episodes. Plus, we're trying to hit 100 members before the end of the year, so if you want to help me reach that goal, then the link is down in the description. But until next time, peace.